Good afternoon, everybody. It's me, Paddy, from across the Shuck. You're more than welcome to the channel. And this is a joyous one because you'll see in the picture of this video of me shaking hands and handing over the Jack Wolf Knives giveaway to somebody from Northern Ireland. And that somebody was Paul. It's the first time I've had somebody in my country of Northern Ireland that has actually won a giveaway in 6 years. And I couldn't be more happy. Paul was one of the first people I ever met who was on YouTube, was a subscriber. He was the first subscriber I ever met face to face, nearly 3 years ago. And Paul is just the nicest man to ever win. When I changed over from doing more traditional knives, I sold off an awful lot of my knives. Paul bought a huge majority of my older knives. And I hope he got them at a good price. But he bought an awful lot of my knives off me, and I reinvested that in the slip joint. So he's a very special person. We meet, we sort of hadn't met there for a few months. When I'm down the caravan, I don't see him. So it's about 7 months of the year I don't see him. And then the 5 months, we sort of once a month we'll catch up here. And he was so excited to win it. It was his first win. And I can't tell you how exciting it is for somebody on YouTube to give that knife away, a very special knife, to somebody who at the minute he got laid off work last year due to illness, health reasons. He's had a rough time of it recently, and just so grateful to all of my subscribers, but Paul in particular has been just such a loyal subscriber and followed me for years. So it was lovely. I put that picture up. That was him getting the knife today at my house, and Sally took the picture of us and handing it over. And the joy in that man's face when he got it was amazing. Makes it all worthwhile. Makes this community all the more worthwhile, giving it to somebody like Paul. So for the first time in 6 years, somebody from Northern Ireland won, and it was my biggest giveaway. Well, except for a charity one was bigger, but just an absolute joy to give it to him. And thank you all who entered, and thank you all who subscribed to the channel. But the other part of this video is I've done a top 4 of modern slip joints that are available for sale now in the UK. These 4 are my top 4 that are available now. And I'm going to go over them each individually. You've seen videos on all 3 of these. You've seen this in a few videos recently. This is the QSP Hedgehog in micarta, which is the nicest micarta I think I've ever handled, ever. And this blade shape, which is a bit funky. And if you can get over the funkiness of this blade shape, this is just a superb EDC knife. UK legal, beautiful slip joint with that cleaver-esque type blade, I'm going to say, because it could be, a modified sheep's foot, whatever you want to put on it. It's got a little kick out at the front, which I love because it's great for getting into boxes. I've been using this constantly since I got it. Absolutely love this knife. It is now available on Heine Hanes. So get over there now, because I don't know what their stock is. I've no idea. I'm not sponsored by Heine Hanes. I haven't been for a long while. They're the only ones that I know that have got this in at the minute, which is why I'm promoting it through them. But they're $49.99 or something like that. It's just under the £50. This is a bargain, a real classy knife with fit and finish that is QSP standard. They really are, in all categories, just stand out of last year, the standout company, I think, who have started making. This is a hollow grind, really thin behind the edge. It's in this is in 14C 28N, which is just a marvellous steel. And at that price, honestly, you're genuinely getting a super knife. The lockup, it's just gorgeous. It really is. So if you can afford it after Christmas, and maybe you've got some Christmas money, head over to Heine Hanes. And I wouldn't wait, because they don't usually get huge numbers. They'll get them in again, But for now, I would get over there and get one of these if you can. Well, it'll be one of my most recommended knives for that price, $49.99. Just stupendous. Get over and get one. That's it. There's no downside to this knife. If you can like that blade shape, the fit and finish, just everything about it. 14C28N, an absolute winner. One of the best knives for that price range anywhere, in my opinion. And they're all my opinion. That is brilliant. So I just thought I would pick out another 4. This is a top 4 that I like in my collection. And I'm sort of going to go up the price range. That one's 50. This one's 60. This is the Twisted Assisted. And these are all from companies who give knives to my channel to review. And that they're smaller companies. I don't get a whole lot of knives from them. It's just one every now and then. First time I've ever had a QSP, and I love it. It really is beautiful. I actually went, if you've seen the video earlier, I went and bought myself this little QSP fixed blade, which is gorgeous. Oh, sorry, I have a full review to come on that. But here's the Twisted Assisted Junzi. This one's in my Carta clip on this one. No clip on this one, but the clip on this one, if that's what you want. Forward choil, very simple. Beautiful little knife, gorgeous, really nice knife. This is in D2. This is just a great little work knife, absolutely great little work knife. As a slip joint, it's got a looser. It's a beautiful lockup, but it's not a strong lockup. For the simple fact is, you'll carry it like that, and it's impossible to close on yourself. Not impossible to cut yourself, but to close it on yourself as long as you hold on to it. But another beautiful knife, about 60 quid from Twisted Assisted. The next one along the line will be this one. This one is coming in with, you get discount on this one, and it comes in at about £140. And this is the Who knives. Just titanium M390. Sabre grind, beautiful cut swedges, beautifully, just satin flats, and a just beautiful satin blade. Really, really lovely knife. And this is a double T-tent, but it's the strongest double T-tent, one of the strongest double T-tents I've ever had. I showed a wee thing about opening it. I now can open it every time, first time, no problem. This is just a bit thin and pokey. There's new ones ordered, and they'll be here at probably the end of the first quarter of this year. They should be in. But if I don't get them, I would never worry, because I just a fantastic knife. M390 titanium, just a beautiful profile. And for that price, £140-ish, whatever it is around there, with a discount off it. I think it's 160 if you're buying it new, but with my discount, it's Paddy's 22, I think it is. Go back to the review on it. You'll see what the discount is for this one. An absolute beautiful. The Who Knives version 2, or V2. It's the second design he has had. So there's that one. And this one is, again, this is one of my most used knives. Although this one is probably, well, these are all knives I use. These are good knives. They're not wildly expensive. Starting at £50. This one's 150. This is from Fraymar Knives, who do the Jack Wolf knives. They sell the Jack Wolf knives and other brands, but they're the Ace brand they sell, and this is the Ace Farley. An absolute fantastic slip joint in my Carta and M390. It is beautiful. Smaller knife, and you have to, I've got a place now where my third finger is just sort of tucked on this end wee bit, which is perfect. Very stable, very maneuverable knife. Really lovely, especially in this grip. Really, really nice. And again, just a super quality knife. These 4 knives, if you were to start a collection and you started with these 4, you would have a huge insight to what you'll want in future times, because they're all different. They're different blade shapes. Well, maybe not so different. These 3 are something similar, but this one is just unusual and fantastic. So over to Heine Haynes and get these ones. This one you get from Twisted Assisted, from Who Knives, and from Fraymar Knives. Fantastic. I just love it. And Fraymar Knives will shortly be selling the new version, the new model of the Jack Wolf knives. And it's in a different blade steel, a much higher Great of blade steel, I may add. So can't wait for mine to come. Hopefully it's going to be here in the next couple of days, and I'll get to show it to you before you get to buy it. So there we go. A great congratulations to Paul, who won the giveaway. Thank you so much. A great start to the new year for me. I had such a boost, Paul, in giving it to you. Thank you so much. And I'll put pictures up on Instagram of me giving Paul the knife. Just over the moon with it. So there you go. Paddy's away. A wee quick one for you. Take care. See you very soon for another video. Bye-bye now.